They're actually swindling everybody else out of money because they've already probably made money off this and they're trying to maximize how much they're making off of it. So they're pretty much just as fraudulent as the guy that defrauded them. So you guys have heard of Kevin Hart, right? He's an A-list celebrity, comedian, actor, and he's got The Rock as his sidekick, which is pretty cool. What you probably didn't know, though, is he's also developed and co-founded a company called Vita Hustle, and they're today's video sponsor. Diet has a huge effect on your mood, and if you're not eating right, you're probably feeling moody, unproductive, and unmotivated. Vita Hustle was developed and co-founded by Kevin Hart in his search to find an easier way to stay healthy and energized. It's the most nutrient-dense all-in-one superfood drink on the planet because it's sourced from the highest quality ingredients from around the world with no sugar added, and it tastes great with just water, or you can use your regular smoothie recipe. Just one glass of Vita Hustle 1 in the morning powers you all day with 22 vitamins and minerals, a potent stress support blend of adaptogens, plus maca root and matcha green tea for the ultimate energy boost without jitters or sugar crashes. It's time to take control of your health with Vita Hustle 1 by Kevin Hart. So for a limited time, Kevin's offering 20% off your first purchase site-wide by going to vitahustle.com and using promo code SSR. I put a link right below in the description to the website. It's vitahustle.com. Use promo code SSR to save 20% off your order. What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti, and being around exotic cars for so long, I've seen virtually everything, right? I've been able to sniff out so much fraud and so much fakeness over the years that it's sort of my responsibility to explain it to you guys, because I've seen this bite other people in the butt, and I'm watching this happen day to day. So if you work hard for your money, which I'm sure most of you do, you don't want to waste it, and you definitely don't want to give it away to a fraud guy or a scammer or something like that. Now, there's the easy ones to spot, hey, I'm Nigerian royalty and I'm going to transfer $75 million to you if you just send me $20,000. If you fall for that, this is not a video for you. But for the people that are just easily impressed, right? And we have, this is all stemming, I just watched 2 shows on Netflix. One, The Tinder Swindler, right? And The Tinder Swindler was about this Israeli guy who goes around and dupes these women into giving him all sorts of money so he can continue this fraudulent lifestyle. And it's essentially a Ponzi scheme. You're watching the show and you find out that the women are now in a position to scam other people. And this is my opinion. And I don't know their names. I don't care about their names. But you're led to feel bad for these women because they fell into this trap of this guy wooed them. I met him. He flew me on a private jet and he spent all this money. And then he started asking me to give him money because of some unrealistic story that I have to believe, because obviously I believe him because I've seen him spend money. Rule number 1, do not believe that if somebody spends money that means they have it or they have more of it. Simple as that, right? A lot of people see somebody pull up in a Ferrari or Lamborghini and they're like, this dude's loaded. No matter, if somebody pulled up in a Ferrari or Lamborghini and be like, hey, can you throw me some money? I'll pay you back next week. Never believe that. Anytime people look to borrow money, especially billionaires that absolutely have no need for money, but they need you to front them something or invest in something, it's usually a fraud. Now, I've seen this. You can't go off of somebody's watch. You can't go off of somebody's belt or clothing or persona, because we associate wearing Gucci and wearing Hermes and all this stuff as people being rich. That doesn't mean a damn thing. That means they can afford a shirt. It may not even be a real shirt. It may not even be a real watch. But you're associating that with money. And there's nothing wrong with these people pretending to be rich. I don't care. You can come up to me and tell me all the stories about all the stuff you have, whether you have it or not, and I'm not going to care. But as soon as somebody turns it from them being rich to them wanting you to give them money is when you have to be like, what's going on? And there's usually something in it for you. It's not a sympathy thing. It could be, right? Sympathy play. But if it's not a sympathy play, it could be something as simple as there's something in it. You give me $10,000 today, I'm going to give you $20,000. So something completely unrealistic, right? If you're rich, you go to a bank. The one thing I've learned is that when you need money, it's very difficult to borrow, right? When you don't need money, banks will throw it at you. So if and at crazy good terms. So if billionaire guy actually needed money, boom, right to the bank. Millionaire guy, whatever it is. When you need money and you have money, the banks are eager to throw it at you because they know they're going to get it back, and it's super safe. So don't think you're ever going to have to act as a bank for somebody who's actually wealthy, right? And that's a big thing. Renting cars. I see this all the time. People that are fraudulent are generally big talkers, right? There's always like, story, photo. You can't even believe the stuff you see on the internet, right? And this guy, the Tinder swindler, he went out and he was photoshopping himself into like a billionaire's photos and be like, look, it's my dad. You can look him up, my dad. And making fake websites. You'll never underestimate the length people will go to defraud somebody or to lead a fake life. Look at the internet. Even if, and I've never claimed to be this, you go on Celebrity Net Worth, I'm worth $14 million. Not even close. Like, I don't even, like, everybody, and normally a guy would brag about that. Like, oh, you lend me money, but like, check it out. Look, go on Celebrity Net Worth. You can look me up. I'm worth $14 million. Where do they come up with this stuff? Now, I'm not going to get into what my net worth is or like, they may be assigning like big values on my companies and stuff like that. I don't see that, but I'm definitely not looking at $14 million in cash. I promise you that. So don't look at stuff on the internet and take it for fact, especially when it comes to giving out money. Again, in the car world, in the luxury world, there's plenty of people that are going to pretend to be wealthy, or even people that are wealthy. And you can listen to them tell stories about how rich they are all day long. You can watch them spend money. You can enjoy it. You can go out and they're going to invite you out and they're going to fly you on their private jets or take you out to clubs or bring you to dinners. That's all well and good until they ask you to spend money. And that's where the Tinder swindler came in. And these girls, you had to feel bad for them. And now there's a GoFundMe set up where they're trying to raise money to pay off their debts. And everybody's looking right past what's right in front of them. They're probably screwing you. Not like they did with the Israeli guy because he actually got laid, but they're screwing you because they weren't on the news. They were on a Netflix series, which means they got paid to be on the show, especially as featured characters. They got paid to be on it. And unless somebody proves to me otherwise, I can't assume that they were not paid. So they were probably paid. Their debts are probably clear. Now they're saying, oh, lend us money or give us money to pay off our debts. They also received all the value of eating these meals, going to these clubs, flying on private jets. So whether or not they expected to pay for it, they're not entitled to get that money back, right? They've got an enjoyment out of the money. It's not a pure, like, somebody stole this from you. You got enjoyment. Would you have spent it had you known it was yours? No, probably not the most rational decision. But you're going to this guy and giving him all this money that you don't even have, and you are lying to the banks. Oh yeah, he's going to send me fake pay stubs to get a bigger loan. Come on, I don't feel bad for you. Don't feel bad for them. Don't give them money. Stuff like that. They're actually swindling everybody else out of money because they've already probably made money off this and they're trying to maximize how much they're making off of it. So they're pretty much just as fraudulent as the guy that defrauded them. But this is going to continue on forever. Just try to be aware that when you see somebody with fancy stuff, it doesn't hurt to ask questions. Another thing I've learned, if somebody can't tell you exactly what they do in about a sentence, they're probably full of crap, right? And it could be, my dad's rich, right? My dad's rich. He gives me money. That's easy. You see it. If they always use different payment forms, like why not? If you're rich people generally swipe the same damn credit card every time, right? Every time. So like if you see somebody using different forms of payment all the time, start asking questions. Just be careful. You guys work hard for your money. I don't want to see you get ripped off. So when you see stuff like this happening, we enable the fraud by believing them and giving them money. So please stop doing that. Rob Ferretti, thank you for watching. If you haven't seen the series, Tinder Swindler, not a bad watch. The Becoming Anna Delvin, that thing sucked, but similar premise. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. So thanks for making it through the whole video. Adventure Drives is going back to Iceland March 1st through March 6th. So if you would like to join us, it's a great trip. It's a short trip. It's one of the cheapest ones we offer, and it's packed with activities. We're snowmobiling on glaciers, going to the Blue Lagoon, having some great restaurants, doing some really remote hotels, which gave you a great view of the Northern Lights. It's going to be a great time. So if you want to join us in Iceland, visit adventuredrives.com. There's a link right below in the description.